Chris Watts, the Colorado father who murdered his pregnant wife and 2 young daughters in 2018, has reportedly claimed to be a new man after finding God while serving multiple life sentences. According to handwritten letters sent to a female pen pal, the killer dad says he is finally at peace with himself and has been forgiven for his horrific crimes. In these letters, Watts attempts to distance himself from his actions, stating he is no longer the same person who carried out the murders, and quoting scripture to assert that he is now a new creature. Despite his claims of taking full responsibility, he reportedly attempts to shift some of the blame onto his former mistress, Nicole Kessinger, whom he calls a wicked woman that led him astray. The murders were motivated, police said, by his affair. Chris had hoped to start a new life with Nicole. Convicted of multiple counts of first-degree murder, Watts was sentenced to life in prison in November 2018. He has since been housed at Dodge Correctional Institution, a maximum security facility in Wisconsin. 7 years into his sentence, Watts has reportedly found solace in religion. According to the Daily Mail, he has been writing multi-page letters filled with biblical references to several pen pals. In a recent letter, he is quoted as saying, "I know that God does not see me as a sinner who killed his family. He sees me as his child. I have confessed my sins. I am forgiven. The hardest thing I have had to do was to forgive myself." In another passage, the killer described how he has struggled to separate himself from his actions but claims he has reached inner peace. "God has separated me from my sin as far as the east is from the west. But forgiveness of self is another matter entirely, and it has taken me years to find my peace, the peace that passes all understanding. I am finally at peace with myself." The emergence of the letters has reignited public debate over the killer's lack of remorse and his attempts to recast himself as redeemed. Critics argue that quoting Bible verses and proclaiming forgiveness does little to erase the brutality of his crimes. Chris Watts' recent claim that he's a new man has been met with widespread skepticism by observers. "God may have forgiven you, Chris. The rest of us, not so much," a reader remarked. Many argue that his actions, from the initial televised appeals for his family's return to the calculated murders themselves, were a masterclass in deception. They believe his crimes were premeditated and devastating, making his supposed redemption difficult to accept. Despite the killer's assertions that he has been forgiven, he remains one of the most reviled figures in recent American true crime history. A father who murdered his entire family in pursuit of a fantasy life. The tragedy of the Watts family is a case that shattered a community and left the world questioning how a man could commit such an act against his own flesh and blood. For the families of Shanann, Bella, and Celeste, and unborn baby Nico, the trauma of their loss remains raw and deeply painful. We honor the vibrant spirit of Shanann Watts, a devoted mother and loving wife, the innocent laughter and infectious joy of her daughters, Bella and Celeste, and the life that never had a chance to begin, that of her unborn son, Nico. Though their lives were cruelly taken, their memory continues to live on in the hearts of those who loved them.
Guess what, girls? Mommy has a baby in her belly. Are you guys excited? Yes? Are you really excited? Oh my goodness. Come give me hugs. Oh! I love you, girls.
I got the baby a hug.
You want to give the baby a hug? I love you, Bella. You're so sweet. Give me a kiss.
Mommy.